Take the best photos, the best videos, the best selfies. You got it. You're out and about and you want to capture the moments and the memories. Nobody beats Samsung and their 50 megapixel main camera, 30 megapixel front camera again to capture all those magical moments with friends and family. This has all the upgrades and all the features, from an octa-core processor for awesome performance to obviously an amazing and massive 6.7-inch AMOLED screen. It's about watching and playing and enjoying every single moment. Now, we want to take away the stress. We've sold over 2 million Tracfones on HSN, and we've been saying for a while we're going to banish the bill. There are no more bills with your Tracfone. If you're a Tracfone customer already, you can upgrade to this. If you've never heard of Tracfone, we're going to tell you all about them with nationwide coverage on the Verizon network and an astonishing bundle that starts with the A16 phone. We've put together a bundle that is valued at retail at $466. It's going to include the custom-made cover. It's going to include the little clicker right here. That's like a holder and really works as a stand for your phone. It's brilliant. We're also going to include the car charger and, get this, folks, a full year of service. And that full year of service, valued at $135, looks a little bit like this. 1,500 minutes to talk, 1,500 texts, and the most data ever at 4.5 gigs. But forget 466 and change. We're at $99.99. We've got FlexPay, we've got free shipping and handling. You know what else we've got? We have Lori Leland, the one, the only.
Hello.
Look at us both in Tracfone blue.
I know. Well, I'm always wearing Tracfone blue. I mean, I just have to, right? I don't even mean to. It just happens, right?
But you and I have been talking Tracfone. We're so in love with this brand.
We are, because we want to banish the bill.
No more.
See, you say it best. We're sick and tired of overpaying, and this is a great way to save money in your life. This is a gorgeous upgraded phone in every sense of the word, future forward. We're going to talk you through what that means. It has the best memory we've ever offered. It has 5G service. It's expandable. It has the best cameras. It really and truly is completely loaded. And let me just start off by showing you, because as I age, like, I need the biggest screen possible. I am not kidding. I can see nothing. This is 6.7 inches.
Massive.
So this is the largest screen we have ever offered, and this is a super AMOLED screen. We all have heard about AMOLED and how expensive that is if you buy a TV. This is like carrying a Samsung TV right in the palm of your hand, because it's so beautiful. So I absolutely love how fast it is as well. So you are going to get here unbelievable octa-core processing power right in your hand. So this is like a mini computer, and it's like a TV set all at once. Look at the lightning fast speeds with the 8 different brains under the hood. That octa-core processing means it is super, super fast. The battery is unlike anything we've ever had before. And Adam, I have to change everything that I've been saying about Tracfone for years.
Change it.
We used to say that the 1,500 minute package, that's 1,500 of everything, was the most we ever did.
I remember.
This is more than we've ever done before. You're going to receive 1,500 talk minutes, 1,500 text messages, and we usually say 1.5 gigabytes of data. We're increasing it by 3 gigabytes.
Oh,
so you are now getting 4.5 gigabytes of data for the first time in our history, and we are not raising the price $1. As always with Tracfone, you have an entire year to use it, but here's why you want to be a Tracfone customer. Because you're sick and tired of overage fees. You're tired of being trapped in a contract. You never want to pay another bill.
No more.
This is going to free you from that and so much more. And take a look at this. You can keep your same phone number no matter which carrier you're with right now. And Tracfone, they're experts. They have helped millions and millions of people save money. So they're going to reach out to your carrier. They're going to do the awkward breakup for you. You don't have to deal with it at all. And they are going to take care of getting that phone number over for this phone. You have unlimited carryover. So if you're at the end of your year and you still have some of that data left, or you still have some of your talk time left, any of it can roll over to your next phone. If you want to upgrade anytime, you can always upgrade with Tracfone. There's no rules. There's no boss. There's no boss of you. You're the boss. I also love the fact that you can get a new phone number. Maybe you're starting a home business. This happened with our good friend Tom Wise. Remember, he reached out to me and said, I need a phone for work. What am I going to do? So I said, hey, get a Samsung Samsung Galaxy? He did, and he constantly tells me it's the best thing he ever did because you're never signing a contract. There's no credit checks. There's no overage fees. There's no activation fee. You are never, ever, ever going to get hit with an overage, and you're never going to have a bill. And then coverage. Oh my gosh. Because some of you might look at this thinking, wow, that's a really nice phone.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really upgraded with all the airtime that you get. You're getting some of the most stable, reliable nationwide coverage in the entire nation through the #1 or one of the #1 top carriers. And we can say it now. Do you want to say it?
Verizon.
It's Verizon. I love it. And it's 5G service as well. So upgraded everything. Most gorgeous phone we've ever offered and no bills. What more could you possibly want?
There's no downside, there's only upside. And I think there's so many of us who are fed up and tired of the big bills. We're fed up with the contracts. We're fed up with the leases. We want a phone that's our own. There's thousands, millions of us walking around with phones that have big cracks down the front of them because we don't want to go and spend a lot of money on getting a new phone or getting it repaired. This is a new start. It's a fresh start. There is no contract. There is no lease. You can keep your existing phone number. You can get a new phone number. Everything is made and designed to be easy. There is no catch. If you just want to get this home and try it, because maybe you live in a certain part of the country and you're worried about the service, again, it's on the Verizon network. We'll send it to you with our 30-day return policy. If you don't love this, you're going to send it back and get all your money back. I want to go through colors so you can make a decision on what's the right one for you. On the back row, we have blue marble. Again, think how much money you would spend on a case, on a cover, on and Lori, the clicker that comes included, which is this thing.
We love the clicker.
We're obsessed with the clicker.
We love the
clicker. People think we're mad about it.
Well, we are a little bit mad about it.
are.
We have actually sold the clicker here at HSN for $20.
Yep.
Just for the clicker.
By itself.
Alone. So you're getting that. And here's how it works. It's going to adhere to the back. And look at how they're color matching. I'll let you go on with your colors. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Again, we will easily go on a tangent on the clicker. This is the blue marble. This is going to be your beautiful wild teal. If you just want a classic black, we can also obviously take care of that. We love already how many folks are ordering pink marble. Down front, we have the tortoise shell, one of the newer prints and designs. Next to that, hyper flower. Look at the hyper flower. Bisque flower, traditionally one of our biggest sellers. Yeah, really popular already tonight as well. And then we have the solid blue and, of course, a rose gold. When we do these massive offers, a lot of folks buy a couple phones, one for them, one for their significant other, maybe one for the son or one for the daughter. So think ahead. I do know for fact it's our lowest price ever, biggest value ever, and our last opportunity of the year to take advantage of something like this. So we don't have another offer coming up later in 2025 that outpaces this one. Again, under $100. It is on FlexPay. This presentation is equal parts Tracfone and the freedom with no bills, and also equal parts Samsung phone.
Yeah, it really is, because Samsung, one of the #1 global leaders when it comes to cell phone technologies. And we all know Samsung Galaxy, it kind of goes back and forth between iPhone and Samsung Galaxy, but Samsung is always in the top 2 at all times. No matter what's going on, everybody wants a Samsung Galaxy phone. It's one of the most aspired to own phone brands on the planet, not just in the US, but on the entire planet. That's exactly right. And what we love about it, it's loaded and packed with features. So again, we talked about that octa-core processing power, how fast it is. It's so funny. I was talking to my friend Nyla. She actually works here in the building here in Pennsylvania. And she was saying, yeah, I really want to get a Tracfone because the bills were killing her on her standard phone. She's like, but I really want a touchscreen phone. I'm like, girl, they've come a long way because they didn't used to have the fancy upgraded features. This is a touchscreen. Obviously, it's one of the biggest phones ever at that 6.7 inches. And then the cameras. I, as a Samsung Galaxy user personally, end up taking every single picture for all of my girlfriends. And they do complain a little bit because I kind of mess up the text thread for the people that are on iPhone. But you know what? It doesn't matter.
You're only human, Laura.
They always come back to me and they're like, but we don't want you to ever switch because you're the one taking the best pictures. This is a 50 megapixel camera, 50 megapixel main camera. You also have your up close camera, and you have your wide angle camera along with your LED flash. So everything you could possibly want in terms of capturing some of the most beautiful moments of your entire life. Some of the prettiest pictures you will ever take will be with these cameras. Here's one I took of my son. This is my little boy and my little girl. So this is little girl Copper and my son Landon. But look at this. You don't typically print out pictures. Look at how beautiful that is, how lifelike the the colors are. That's what you're getting with Samsung Galaxy. You also have that 13 megapixel front-facing camera as well for your flawless selfies, your video chatting that you want to do with loved ones, built in right there. So every single feature you could possibly want, you're getting it. And I'm showing it to you with that pink marble case and the pink marble clicker because I want you to see that this is custom molded.
Yes.
So this was meant for this phone. We all know when you go into the big carrier, right, you got to sign your life away on that contract. Oh, wait, what's the lease now? Oh, I don't own the phone. It's going to be how much money every single month just to kind of rent it, basically? Okay, well, that's inconvenient. Oh, now you want me to go over and pick out a case? Oh, those are the $60 cases over there. Oh, okay, well, that's a lot of money. Oh, now I'm going to need a car charger. That's another $20.
Keep adding it up.
None of the manufacturers, they don't even include bricks anymore.
No.
So you can't even charge your phone in your house.
It's scary but true.
Right? So we're including that dual port charger. So this is going to charge your phone and it's going to charge a second device, and this is a rapid charge. So this advanced charger is typically another $15, $20 or more dollars. We're throwing it into the bundle for you as well. So every single thing you could possibly want, car charger, wall charger, you're getting the case, you're getting the clicker, you're getting one of the hottest phones out there with all of the features that you're looking for and no bills.
We used to do Tracfone Today specials a lot more frequently than we do. The reason why we've pulled back a little bit is because we'll only do them if we can really offer you an incredible value, and that's what this is. It's over $400 that we have for under $100. You know, thank you to Laurie for kind of going through that math for us. The case, the holder, because that's real value. It's real money. It's things that you and I would end up buying. We're including it. A car charger, yes, absolutely, we'll include it. So when you add it all up, it's $466 and change. I mean, it's nearer $500 than it is $400.
Sure.
And to reiterate again, this is coming with 1,500 minutes to talk, 1,500 texts, and the largest amount of data we have ever done at 4.5 gigabytes. The value of this every day of the week, wherever you buy it across the country, is $135, right? That is the standard price. So if you say this is $135, that means at $99.99, you're getting the phone for free and then some. I mean, whichever way you look at it, it's a crazy good deal. If you have a Tracfone right now that's maybe a little older, that perhaps doesn't have a large screen, perhaps doesn't have a great camera, this would be a wonderful opportunity for you to upgrade. If you have minutes left over on your current Tracfone, they will all cross over to this so you won't lose anything. Or maybe you're a brand new customer and you've never ever bought anything from the television, let alone a new cell phone. When you buy it from us, we take care of everything. We send you everything you need. It's easy to activate. You can keep your phone number, get a new phone number. There's no social security number needed, no credit checks needed. And remember, you're getting this home and you're on the phone. If you don't love this, you can send it back for a refund of the purchase price. We are already halfway through the presentation. We have hundreds of folks in the ordering process. We're seeing early winners in the black and the bisque flowers and the rose gold. So this one, this is black, bisque flower, and rose gold. If they're three of the colors that you've got your eye on, definitely take advantage early tonight. Again, Laurie, this is the lowest price of the year. You and I may be back with Tracfone, but we will not have a bigger deal than we have right now in birthday month.
I mean, really, best cameras, best service, 5G service, in fact. So what that simply means is when you're on the go and you're streaming or downloading, it's going to be more than 10 times faster. Here's our little puppy Copper. I don't know where she learned that pose.
I can't imagine, Laurie.
Maybe for me. I don't know. I kind of do that a lot, too. I'm like, how does she know to do that?
The resemblance is uncanny there.
I know, right? She's getting blonder and blonder, and so am I. It's crazy. But I love this because you're capturing memories. It's with you at all times. I love the fact that the service is so good. There was a day not too long ago where we couldn't even say this was Verizon service. Right. It is through Verizon, so one of the #1 top leaders. You're getting the best memory we've ever offered. So you can see I took a lot of pictures here. There's a lot of videos, 1080p high-definition video at 30 frames per second. So So you're going to get unbelievable quality. You also have 128 gigabytes to fill on this phone. So what that simply means to you is you're going to be able to take about 64,000 photos.
Yes.
You can download apps.
Huge.
You can download games. You can shoot videos. You have plenty of space. And you know what they took away with the super expensive Samsung Galaxies that are over $1,000? The ability to expand the memory. So you got what you got. And then once you fill it up, you either have to figure out how to clear off that phone, you have to start paying for cloud service. Like this, it's this whole ordeal. With this little door on the side, and we give you a tool that you just pop it and this little shelf comes out, you can put in a micro SD card. And do you know how big that micro SD card can be?
Go on.
It used to be a terabyte.
Right.
Do you know what it is now?
More than a terabyte?
1.5 terabytes.
That's more than you'd ever need.
1,500 gigabytes.
Will you stop?
So you can save tens of thousands of photos with what you have. That would be probably hundreds of thousands of photos. So you can expand this so it can grow with you. That's what I love about how future forward it really is, and the fact that you're getting the most airtime we've ever done. And Adam told you this. This is a $135 value right here, not even counting the value of the phone and all of the accessories. By the way, you have an entire year to activate, so take your time. Maybe you want to get a couple of these because you know your daughter's got a birthday coming up and she doesn't just want any phone, she wants a Samsung Galaxy. Kids like fancy phones from what I've heard, right? You want that name brand. So you can activate anytime within a year. Once you activate, that starts the clock on the 1-year service with the most data we've ever offered. So to get the 1,500 minutes, to get the 1,500 texts, and the 4.5 gigabytes of data would be $135, as we've said, but you don't have to pay for it. You are getting it included, and it's already preloaded on your phone. All you're going to do is look for this red card when you get it home. It says start here. You can't miss it. You're going to call or go online to start the clock on your service whenever you're ready, and then all of the features are going to be available to you. But Adam, some of the other things that make this future forward, do you know what's happening with this phone?
Tell me.
This has never happened with any other phone in our entire assortment. You're getting 6 years of operating system updates. You know, usually you get a phone and maybe you get one operating system update and then they want you to just buy another one because it's kind of a money grab at that point. With this particular phone, they're going to support it for the next 6 years. So maybe you're ready to upgrade to something else and you want to keep this phone going. You want to gift it to your daughter, your son. You want to gift it to a family member. They're going to get software updates, which mean they have the freshest features and the latest in security. And think about all the things coming out. More AI. You're going to have access to it on your Samsung Galaxy.
Future-proof.
It's future-proof.
We are extremely busy. Our amazing team, led by Kevin here in Westchester, Pennsylvania, are just letting me know we have a lot of folks placing their orders. hsn.com is a great way to go. Or if you just want to call us on the toll-free number, that's easy as well. I think there is such pent-up demand, and this being the lowest price of the year, we don't have another Tracfone coming up that is even comparable to what this offer is. You know, it kind of goes without saying, but the birthday month for HSN, the month of July, when we turn 48, this is our biggest month of the year. Huge. We bring all the biggest names, all the biggest brands. Yesterday it was Nakery, in a couple of days it's Joy Mangano. Today it's Tracfone. We are one of the #1 partners of Tracfone with over 2 million sold. They have given us an unbeatable, irresistible, it's $500 nearly in terms of the overall retail value. But when it sells out, it's gone. I can tell you we have fewer now than 14 minutes left before we have to wrap up the presentation. There is no encore at 1 a.m. Again, it's more limited and we're trying to save some for later in the day. I'll go over the colors. We'll do another kind of top to toe. Over here we have blue marble. If you want blue marble, you're always in good company. It's a great looking color. Again, we're including the clicker, which is the easiest way to hold your phone. That's about a $20 value by itself. This one next to it is called Wild Teal. Black, black, black. If you just want the black, you're not alone. Hundreds of orders have been placed on just the black. This is pink marble. Gorgeous. Really fresh, really nice. Down front, one of the newer options. This is tortoise shell. Again, notice how the clicker is matching. It looks great together. It doesn't take away from the design. Next to that is going to be your hyper flower. It's the blues and the teals in there. Bisque flower continues to be one of our most popular. Word coming in is that this is now most limited. Folks, if you want the bisque flower, order before you go to sleep tonight. That will be sold out early today. This is going to be a classic signature blue. And then, of course, we have the forever popular rose gold. We are including the car charger, we're including the wall brick, and we're including all of those minutes and all of those texts and the most data we've ever done. Just that alone, $135. You know, $12 here, $12 there, $100 there, $15 there, another 15. The USB charging cable, another 10, which is why you're nearly at 500. So we're getting a new phone with a better camera. We're getting a new phone with better speed, better performance. We're getting a new phone that can grow with us. We're getting a Samsung Galaxy. We're upgrading to a bigger screen, so when you're playing Candy Crush or taking videos, there's more to see. When you're watching something on Netflix, there's more real estate space. If you are like Laurie and I and starting to see our eyes go a little bit, you know, the wrong way, this is going to be easier to enjoy. We've taken care of coverage. It's on Verizon. I don't think anybody would argue you can't really get better than Verizon, right? So you're on Verizon, there are no more bills. There is no, I suppose the way I always say it, Laurie, there's no fine print for us to be worried about. It just is incredible.
Well, and you said leases too. That's where the big carriers get you now. You're not leasing a phone. You have no phone bills ever, and you even have international calling included.
Yes.
I know we've got a little scroll we can show you. But international calling is huge because if the call is originating from here in the United States, you could call loved ones all around the globe. So over 100 different international destinations are included with international calling, and a minute's a minute. We love to say a minute's a minute. It's just like calling a friend down the road, but you have 1,500 minutes to talk, whether you're calling someone in another country or someone in another state. So really, really a great feature for you there that's going to save you money, especially if you have loved ones abroad. This is going to keep you connected to them. You are also getting with this some of the most incredible battery life we've ever seen. You're getting 47 hours of nonstop use and 2 weeks of standby. So if you're kind of that light to medium user and you're not using your phone all the time, you really don't have to charge it that much, even if it's just an emergency phone.
Sorry, what did you just say?
47 hours of nonstop talk time on the battery before you have to plug it in. So that's a couple days.
That's madness.
It's madness. And your standby is 2 weeks.
Wow.
Which is really good. Because my mom, you know, she's on a budget. And this whole contract service thing and all the extra fees and then the taxes. And then Suzanne was even saying the other night, she looked at her bill and it had just gone up. They don't even tell you anymore. They just raise the bill.
Just goes up.
And then you're just expected to pay it. If you are someone on a fixed budget, that's really difficult to be able to do. So we put my mom on Tracfone a while ago because it was just, she was overpaying for all these services she wasn't even using and didn't even need. So for her, it just made a lot of sense. And did I tell you that story about Michelle Yarn?
No.
She was paying a forever lease on a phone that was in a drawer in her house. It was like $50 a month or something. She found out about it. She hadn't really paid that much attention to her credit card bill. She realized she was paying it. She had to call them and pay like another $100 or something to get out of this lease for a phone that sat in the drawer for months and she was paying on it. It's crazy. You don't have to have a bill. You don't have to have a contract. You don't have to have ongoing fees at all whatsoever. This could be the last amount of money you're spending on your cell service for the entire year. So it really is an important purchase if you want to save money, but you're not sacrificing anything. And I think that's the key because the phone is so upgraded.
Just to expand on what you just said, and I think we can all agree on this, and if we're all honest about it, this is probably in some ways accurate. I think the big companies just expect us to do nothing because they think that we think, we've been with this brand, this company for so many years, we're not going to bother. It seems like it's too hard work, it's too much effort. Where do we start? So we just stick to what we know. And we just stick to paying the crazy amounts of money. You gotta listen to me. There's no reason for you to be spending $50 or $100 every month on a phone or more. You don't have to do it. This is on the Verizon network. This is a Samsung Galaxy. For the entire year, $100 and you get the phone, the Samsung Galaxy, to keep. Again, there's going to be no difference between this and what you've got right now, except for the money that's going back into your pocket. And I think when we kind of sit down and talk about it long enough, often enough, we start to feel, well, maybe I should give myself permission to do this. I should try this. Now, listen to me honestly. If you get it and you try it and you don't love it, you're going to send it right back and get all of your money back. You'll lose nothing. But promise me you'll at least try it once. Because if you do like it, you just saved thousands of dollars. Because let's be serious. If you are putting back in your pocket all of those hundreds of dollars over every year, you will save thousands potentially over the course of a lifetime. Now, with that being said, I think everybody's ears perk up. Lori, there's every reason to say yes, and there's no reason to say no.
That's exactly right. I mean, this is not missing the mark on anything. When we talk about best screen ever, it's that upgraded 6.7-inch Super AMOLED screen. So that touch screen, unbelievably responsive. And I love the fact that it's a little bit larger and Super AMOLED. We all know if you've shopped for TVs anytime recently, they're expensive. They're the most expensive ones on the market because they glow, they're beautiful, they're prettier, they're more crisp, they're more vibrant. This is that edge-to-edge infinity display. So I've been joking about kind of just carrying around a Samsung TV because that's what it feels like. It's so beautiful. If you're on Netflix, like you said, Hulu, if you're on Disney Plus, it really is a fun viewing experience. The other thing is that octa-core processor. So that simply means 8 brains under the hood. It's ultra responsive. It's very, very fast. You can have multiple things going at the same time. So here's me just kind of multitasking through all the stuff I've got going on right now. I've got my little social media right here, all the various windows right here. It's all running in the background, and it's doing it very smoothly because it's octa-core. You know, we're still offering and seeing out in retail like quad-core computers.
Absolutely.
Right?
I saw one the other day.
Yes, and they're great, but this is double that, so just keep that in mind. So imagine being on that 4-lane highway and, oh my gosh, you're sitting in bumper-to-bumper traffic. It's that exchange of information, but once you double it up to 8, you're going to see that flow move a lot quicker. That's what you're getting under the hood here. The cameras. I cannot emphasize enough how beautiful the cameras are on Samsung Galaxy. 50 megapixel, that's one of the best specs we've ever offered in a camera. You're also getting that macro and that wide angle. They work harmoniously, so you don't have to select or jump between cameras. It's just very intuitive. It does it itself. You've got your flash right there. But Adam, it wasn't long ago we were jumping up and screaming about a 13 megapixel camera.
It's the biggest thing ever.
Well, it was a lot of megapixels, but this is a lot more than that. This is 50. Now, you do get a 13 megapixel front-facing camera that's going to make your selfies flawless. Let me tell you my beauty trick for social media. I just started on TikTok, and I'm like terrible at it, but I'm going to try. I turn on skin smoothing. I just always have it on. I don't edit my photos. I don't do a thing with them with you know, filters or anything like that. In the camera, you can turn on skin smoothing, and I'm not kidding. It's under more. It is the best thing that you could ever do if you want to look a little younger in your photographs. My only joke about that is when people see me in person, they're like, wait now, wait, whoa, wait a minute, wait, those pictures looked pretty good. But you've got your portrait mode right here. I love this because it's going to put the people in focus and gently blur the background, which is a really fun effect if you are getting on social media. If you do want to be a creator, you want the best cameras possible. You got your photo mode, your video mode, all of your other modes as well right here, panorama, food, all of the, you can do your hyperlapse, so a lot of different options available right here. And then in your settings, you've got some things that you can change up as well. You can optimize the scene. You've got high dynamic range, so HDR is available, which means your pictures are prettier than ever before. So this is kind of like a legit camera to be bringing with you everywhere on the go for photos, for videos, for social media, for fun, for connecting with loved ones. And again, this is on the Verizon network. We haven't been able to say that until recently, but this is one of the best carriers, arguably, in the entire country when it comes to stable, reliable nationwide service. So over 99% of the entire population in the U.S. will be covered with this service. So basically, you know, if you're at the top of a hill or the bottom of a ravine, it might not be the best ever, but really it's the best ever everywhere else.
I mean, it truly, but we know that. Again, we're only saying things that I know you know to be true. You can't really argue with Verizon. Look, if it was up to Lori and I, we'd lock the doors and talk about this all night.
Yeah, we would.
They've told us we
Can we do that? Is that a
I wish. 4.5 minutes left. We have to wrap this up. There is no encore at 1 a.m. It's just an amazing opportunity, and sometimes it takes a nudge in the right direction to say, listen, let's try this, let's do this. You're getting so much value for money. You're getting this amazing new phone, and we all live and kind of, you know, swear by our phones these days, right? We're on it for everything, for connecting, for socializing, for watching, for playing, for creating. I mean, you've got to have a good phone, and maybe your phone's a little older, maybe it's cracked and broken, maybe it's a little slower, maybe it's out of memory, maybe you're looking for an upgraded video camera. This is all of those things in one. But remember, you will no more have a bill. You will never again have a bill. You won't have any surprises. There'll be no more overage fees. We are sending you a whole year with 1,500 minutes to talk, 1,500 text messages, and the most amount of data ever, 4.5 gigs of data. So the last thing I'm going to say is this, and then Laurie and I'll do a kind of top to toe. For every bargain hunter out there, you're watching the biggest offer of 2025. There is no bigger offer coming down the way. It is the best offer of the year for birthday month. We are $99 and change with free shipping and a flex pay of $20. It's a phone for you and it's a phone for your husband. Both on FlexPay. It's $40 and we'll send them out to you right now. We'll send you the cover, we'll send you the holder, we'll send you the car charger, we'll send you the wall brick, we'll send you that year's worth of service. We'll send you the opportunity to do it quickly and easily with a new phone number or your existing phone number. Total value, nearly $500. We're at under 100. We are now 650 sold and another 600 people in the ordering process. Laurie, there's a lot of us that have been waiting for this today's special.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Our Tracfone Today specials are always wildly popular, but this is the best deal.
By far.
And definitely the best price we've seen in a very, very long time. So if you can, grab it if you're in need of a phone, or you might need a phone in the next few months. Again, no hurry on activation. This is the airtime one more time, $135 value. We've never done this before. So what we've done is, instead of the 1.5 gigabytes you standard traditionally get, you're getting an additional 3 gigabytes. Wow. So this is bringing you up to 4.5 gigs. So you have a lot more data than ever before. But real quick, I know I'm watching my little copper baby here on her cute little videos. Pro tip: swipe down from the top. When you tap on these little radiating lines and just kind of hold it down, you're going to see the Wi-Fi networks that are available. When you're out in the wild, if you're at the coffee shop, if you're in the library, if you're at work, if you're at home, wherever you happen to be where there's a Wi-Fi hotspot, if you're connected on your phone via Wi-Fi, you're not even going to be using much of the data at all. So that's a great way to kind of conserve it, because you don't even need it when you're within range of that Wi-Fi hotspot.
Great tip.
The other thing I wanted to tell you, because we love the clicker so much.
We love the clicker.
I had to just demo that. I want to show you the clicker. So it folds mostly flat. Love that it's color matching. As Adam mentioned, they did such a great job with these. It comes down like this, and it, guess what? Clicks.
Yep.
That's why it's called the clicker. So it clicks into place. You hear it, and this is a stand. So now it can prop up your phone, vertical or horizontal, and you can unclick it and make it a holder. I love this, because here's me in the morning.
Yes.
I got my keys. I'm trying to grab my purse. I
Yes.
got my water bottle or a coffee or something, and then I can't get my phone.
Sure.
You just have your phone.
It's right there.
Right there on your hand. So
safe
this
and
is
secure.
Really convenient. Yes, exactly. With a larger screen phone, you want to make sure you have some sort of holder on it. We include it.
I mean, it's just, again, you'd probably buy something like that, and we're including it.
That's right.
And the custom-made cover. Okay, let's do the colors one more time, folks, and we are slammed busy, which is so exciting. It takes an army of people to bring an offer like this together. I know the team from Tracfone are here tonight in Green Room 3, and we want to say hi to them as well. And thank you for doing this for our birthday month. This is Blue Marble. This is Wild Teal. This is the signature black, very popular on the black. Do you want the black?
Classic.
Everybody wants the black. Pink marble. We have tortoise shell down the front. Next to tortoise shell, hyper flower. Bisque flower on its way to a very early sellout. The bisque flower comes with the gold clicker, which brings out the gold in some of the flowers. Gorgeous combo. If you want bisque flower, that will not be here this afternoon. It will be sold out. This is going to be the blue. And then, of course, we have our rose gold as well. Laurie, did we forget anything? Did we miss anything?
One thing, I just want to remind you, if you should run out of something, you can always add more. So if you need a little bit more data, you can add it. If you need a little bit more in terms of the text messaging that you're using, you can add an additional 1,000 text messages for $5. So if you are buying this for that teen, that tween, I understand they don't talk on the phone at all. Right. I think they just text. You can always buy additional text messages to add to this phone at any point if you're running low. But for most people, this is going to be the last amount of money you spend on your self-service for the entire year, and everything is included. What a great deal.
Nearly $500 of value that we have for, you know, under 100. and free shipping and flex pay. A great buy. Lori Leland, thank you for bringing that to us. I'll see you in about 12 minutes with the deal of the century.
Deal of the century. Can't wait.
4K Polaroid. Oh my gosh, wait till you see the birthday blowout. As we roll along though, thank you for shopping with us. We love having you here at the world's first shopping channel. This is HSN, along with our sister channel QVC here in beautiful Westchester, Pennsylvania. Next up, it's a power bank to challenge all power banks.